What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Micron technology with the ticker symbol NMU. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So what is Micron Technologies doing? Well, it's in a very sharp downtrend. You can see based on this angle of descent, it's pretty aggressive. So price has been selling off since June 20th of this year. Basically went right back to this level that it broke outside of. So you can see that this was a prior level of resistance right around here at the high 80s, low 90s. And you can see that price was able to push through of that level, continue to trend up higher, and now it came back right to that level once again. So a lot of times price likes to test levels multiple times to see if it likes to test support or resistance. So we have the bearish momentum still is very strong. So is there a target that the bears are trying to reach? This might be, a permanent bottom. We'll have to wait and see. We could go a little bit lower. Let me show you guys why. Let me show a trend line off of the swings right over here. So let's see if this swing right here will act as support. And that's a little bit lower, right around the low 80s, high 70s. Because this downtrend is still in play. Even though we bounce at support, you have to have like a multi-dimensional look at the chart. So just because we're bouncing off of support, that doesn't mean we automatically gonna reverse higher. You have to take into account the prevailing trend, the downtrend, right? If the downtrend is strong like this, and we get a bounce, I mean, price can just still continue to trend down lower. So let's see what type of reaction we get over here that we're currently seeing right now. If it's kind of weak, meaning price is just kind of lackluster, just bouncing up like that, showing kind of a correction pattern, something like this, we're going to see continuation to the downside. Is it guaranteed? Sometimes price will do that and then bounce again, hold, and then reverse. That can also take place. But normally, under most circumstances, price will just bounce like we're seeing right now, maybe, recover, retrace some of that drop, and then continue that trend down. So we'll see what happens at this level that we're currently getting right now at the high 80s, low 90s. If we see follow to the upside, which is expected, I think I can see all the way to the 106. There's a good chance we can find resistance around those levels and then continuation to the downside. So that's how I'm looking at Micron technology. Basically, the downtrend is still in play, even though that in the very short term we're seeing an uptrend in play, and we'll see how this develops. We have earnings report sometime next month. Looks like 47 days. September 26th is the estimated time, and you can see that price is trying to maintain support at the prior breakout level. So we'll see what happens. Is it in a long-term uptrend? You could say that. We can take a look at the weekly chart for that. So let's go to the weekly chart, and you can see that price is basically came back down to fill in this gap right here, this empty space between these two candles. Like there's a gap over here, empty space. Price came down, filling the gap, and we're getting a bounce. So basically, I would be leaning more towards the downside just because the downtrend trend line is in play. But if we see a rush in price, like a very large move up higher, that can change the odds of it moving higher in the future. So again, it all depends on what type of reaction we get at this level that we're currently seeing. If it's really strong, it can change the odds favoring the bulls in the long term. If it's really weak, it can continue to trend down lower. So as right now, it's slightly bearish, but it can just as easily recover from this large drop. So let me take a look at maybe some measure move targets. You can see that price surpassed this 2000 high, not too long ago. So this is the measure move target. You can see that price made one leg up right here. This is the second leg up. Price met the target, sold off, and now you can look at another leg up. This is one leg right here. Second leg, measure move met. That's where price sold off right around the mid $100 level, and then we saw that big correction. Overall trend looks to be still to the upside. You can draw a trend line or even a channel on the price chart, something like that. We did have an kind of an overshoot, but I mean maybe the channel is a little bit wider, something like that. Either way, you can see that long term is still trending up higher, and we're just seeing a more aggressive angle take place in the near term. We're still above that. So you can look at this in three perspectives, right? The longer term perspective is still higher, the medium term perspective is lower, and the very short term perspective is up. So we have two ups, one down, and this middle one, or the median, can flip to up as well, depending on how strong this short-term momentum is, this bounce. So again, price just, it broke outside of these two double tops right here, or this double top right here. You see that price broke outside of it. This was a resistance double top, sold off, came back up to that level, broke through it, came back, retest. As long as we see price continue moving up higher, getting back above the 90s and the low 100s, we can see price has a good chance recover and quickly reverse out of here as well. So again, so what I'm trying to say is that this basically has the potential to be a bottom depending on how strong we see the follow through. If it's a really strong follow through, that can turn the odds in favor of it continuing to push up higher. If it's trading around this level for a while, it's not going up that much, there's a good chance we're going to see more downside in the future. If I see more downside, where's the targets? I'll be looking for the low 80s and probably back down all the way to the 70s, 71, and maybe even this trend line right here, the 60s, 61. If we see bullish momentum continue to push up price, I can see 107, 106, and then from there probably a reattempt of making a new all-time high. So that's all I have for Micron Technologies on the daily and weekly charts. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments down below. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.